employment. It's the people closest to you that you would never suspect. Do you understand me? It's the people that you would never suspect that typically lay these curses on you. Do you understand that? I don't know if we really do. I need y'all to give me a yes or some flames or something in the comments if you understand that it's typically the closest people to you that you would never suspect that put these hexes, vexes, and spells on people. It ain't your enemy. It's not your enemy. Read the Bible. It was not their enemies. It was not that. If it was an enemy, I could have taken that, but it was a brother. That's what the word says. It was my trusted advisor. He didn't say it was my enemy that put the spell on me. It was the closest friends that did it. It was the Sauls. We talked about Saul and Jonathan last week. Okay, y'all feel me, right? Y'all feel me? Okay, good. It's the people closest to you. You got to identify your Judas and your Peter. Peter, you can restore. Judas, you release. That's even if it comes in the form of people you love. You got to be careful. Satan uses people that we love. That's to inflict maximum damage. The narcissist was able to get in. All right? Because they came lying and deceiving. They came as a Peter, but in reality, they were really a Judas. So you got to identify the household enemies. Go back and watch my message on household enemies and witches. All right? Most of the time, it comes from within. And then ask God, I ask God to expose every hidden enemy in the name of Jesus. Anybody that is around me that is operating as a friend, but are really a friend of me, I will not befriend my enemies. I ask God to expose them by fire. Anybody that is around you that is pretending to be your friend, but is really a household enemy, may they be revealed by fire. And some of y'all don't want to say that because you know in your heart, somebody that you love is going to be revealed. And so that's why I always pray that God reveal, that God heal from what he reveals, that God give me the courage and the wisdom and the strategy to be able to handle what you show me. All right. But it's usually the person's closest to you. Sickness, unexplained sickness and infirmity. These are signs of being bewitched, soul siphoning. Unexplained sicknesses is a sign that someone is under witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo, demonic incantations, demonic altars, generational curses. All right. It's not always a demon, but this is something you got to rule out. All right. If you go to the doctor and they can't find what's wrong with you. All right. They have no idea. That's usually a witchcraft curse. Okay. Me and you both. You got to be careful when you pray that prayer, right? All right. Unattractiveness. I talked about this earlier. People can put, now, of course, when you are consecrated, the witchcraft can work. All right. Only what God allows in can work. But when you don't know and you're not covered by the blood, the witchcraft will work. You understand that? The witchcraft will work. All right. So there are some people who've had their beauty siphoned away from them by being with, especially when you're with a narcissist. That's what they do. All right. But there are some people, when you see this adrenochrome in Hollywood, when you see this thing, these people are siphoning people's spirits to remain youthful. Do you understand that? This is a real thing. And it happens not only in Hollywood, it happens in your neighborhood. Do you understand me? It happens all over the world. People are doing these things to make themselves more attractive. And what they do is siphon the beauty of other people so that you look, and people, there are spells that witches can place upon you that make you unattractive to people around you. It makes people reject you and repel you. Don't you know that there are such things like that? It makes people repel you. So when you're like that and people bully you everywhere you go, when people discount you, there is a garment that you have on. There is a spell that has been spoken over you. Do you understand that? And so you must break that and come out of agreement with that and begin operate and apply the blood to your life. Apply the blood to your beauty. Apply the blood to your livelihood. apply the blood to your finances. And then you have to be careful. Prophet Quenisha just said that you got to be careful where you sow into. See, when you sow into witches and warlocks, you're going to get that back in dividends. What you sow, you reap. So this is why you can't be praying for God for resources, but you sow in Starbucks. But you sow in the Marine Kingdom. They have a right, they have a legal right to your money. That's where you sowed. You sowed it into the demonic realm. So when you sowed into people who work in witchcraft, all right. So when you do that, they have a legal right to your money. They have a legal right to your finances. And this is why most people, when they're with a narcissist, they end up broke, or they end up, poor dealing with them, because that's what they've sown into. And now they've reaped that. And then they get mad at God for the things that they have done. No, you got to go back and cancel that. You got to go back and renounce